play with money. Okay, now it links back to their ability do we have the right controls in place, the security controls in place when we are handling large volumes of data which is particularly financial in nature. So we have, for example, many cases we have seen where people who had unauthorized or even authorized access to data have misused that access in order to perpetrate fraud, scams, and so on. And the contours of any solution that comes up is going to have to take into account the fact that it has to be a very, very secure solution. So now the funny point about all of this is that you will see that there are certain aspects which look contradictory to each other. So for example, the need to build in that level of sophistication, that level of security, how cost effective can it be if we are going to do that? How are we still going to be able to lower the cost of transactions? I don't think we have the answer just yet. And I'm hoping that, in the course of this discussion, we would also come up with some thoughts which would help us spur some innovation in this regard. But clearly, something new has to emerge. The developing world models just will not apply to us, especially when we're looking at the cost per transaction. And a lot of it will also come down to what extent we're able to reuse, as Ajay mentioned, the level of infrastructure that might have already been in place, be it CPUs, be it storage, be it networks, be it just manpower, knowledge, IP, whatever, because that will again help us bring down the cost per transaction.